Hi, today's video is all about foundation, 12 of them to be exact. We're going to talk about what kind of coverage they provide, whether or not you need a primer, what the best way to apply them is, and I think that's it. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is Revlon Color Stay. Mine is a normal to dry skin, 200 nude, and the bottle does not have a pump. So if you like a pump, you're going to be disappointed in this one. But the foundation is worth not having a pump. I love this foundation. A lot of people say it's very drying and you have to work really quick with it. It doesn't dry that fast in my opinion. You don't have to like hurry up and rub it into your face because oh my goodness it's going to dry in like 2 seconds. You have time to work with it. But it does dry to a nice matte full coverage finish. And I think the best way to apply it is with the Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki. That's this one right here. I mean, it's one of those foundations that you can absolutely use anything to apply it, but I find that this brush works the best. The next foundation I have is the Maybelline Super Stay, and my color is in Classic Ivory. This is as comparable to me as the Revlon Color Stay. It is also a matte full coverage foundation. Easily goes on. Again, no pump. But I like it to apply it with the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. But again, this can go on with anything. It's just one of those foundations that you can work with easily and get a flawless finish. So, love that foundation. The next foundation I have is the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup. And it comes with its own little sponge, which you can use to apply it, or if you don't like that, you can use a brush, or whatever you want to apply this one with also. I don't have a recommendation on what to apply this with because this makeup breaks me out. It's a nice medium coverage. It's a thinner foundation, but it's a nice medium coverage. But I haven't had the opportunity to work with it long enough to decide whether or not it's best applied with whatever because it breaks me out. And I really like it. I like the finish, I like the coverage, but I can't wear it. So if it doesn't break you out, great. The next one I have is the Leo Ellie BB Cream. And this is an Asian BB cream. And this is awesome. It's full coverage, it's thick, it's creamy, it leaves a light dewy finish on your skin. It's very moisturizing. And I feel the best way to apply this is with your hands. Right here, easy peasy, just whip it on with your hands. And the other thing I like about this foundation is I'll add it to other foundations just to give the other foundation a little more moisturizing finish or a little bit more dewy finish if it's matte or dry. So this is an all-around go-to BB cream. I highly recommend anybody try that BB cream because it is so good. The next thing I have is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and my color is Neutral Soft Ivory Classic Ivory. It has a pump, and I would say that this is medium to full coverage, and it is a dewy foundation, but it's not dewy at first. It's dry at first, and then it's dewy later. And I think the best way to apply this is with the Beauty Blender. I tried it with the Real Techniques brush, and I just wasn't loving it that way. But the Beauty Blender does blend it out nicely, and it looks better with the Beauty Blender. The next one I have is the Bourjois Flower Perfection, and my color is 53 Beige. I really like this foundation. My friend Deanna from Australia sent it to me. You can get Bourjois foundation in the United States, but it's harder to find. It comes with its own little sponge. I don't use this sponge. I use the Real Techniques face brush to apply this. And this is a full coverage foundation, very creamy, and it has a light satin finish. Very nice foundation. The next one I have is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped in 220 Nude. When I first got this foundation, I despised it. I tried every way I knew how to apply it, and it just never went on right. I used my fingers, I tried different brushes. I'm so sorry, my eye is so itchy. And then, but it just never went on right. I have used it all up since, but it was a long time getting there. And I didn't have this Real Techniques brush when I bought this foundation, and I didn't get it until I was almost out of this foundation. But once I got this brush, I fell in love with this foundation. I just needed the right way to apply it. This is a full coverage, creamy, matte finish foundation. I guess it is kind of a satin finish, but I do really like it, but only with this brush. I can't love it any other way. The next one I have is the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation that my friend Deanna sent me, and my color is 100 Ivory. Also a full coverage finish. I have it on today. It is matte, and it goes on really nice. And also, the only way I like to apply it is with the Real Techniques brush. The next foundation I have is the Bourjois Mineral Matte Foundation. Thanks again, Deanna. 3 of my foundations are from you. 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. This is an 82 Vanilla, and it's a mousse foundation, as you can see. This is a beautiful foundation. It gives the most flawless matte finish I have ever seen. And I like it with the Sigma F80 brush. And I use that only for special occasions. It is so nice, and Bourjois is kind of hard to get in the United States, so special occasions only with that one. And the next one I have is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse in Natural Ivory Light 3, and it has a pump. And this is a medium to full coverage matte foundation, and this was the one I used for years and years and years. Before I discovered the Revlon and branched out, this was my go-to makeup, and I wore it a long time, and I still do in the summer. I like it for summer. I have dry skin in the winter, and it does show flakes. Like, if your skin has a little bit of flakiness somewhere, this will stick to it, so I don't recommend it for dry skin. The next one I have is the Maybelline CoverGirl True Blend in 420 Creamy Natural. I don't like this foundation. It looks orange when you put it on. I think it's meant to be a full coverage, but it just, oh, it's horrible. So I don't like this. And as I use products more, and I can't even tell you the best way to apply it, because the best way to apply it is not to apply it at all. I don't really like that many CoverGirl products. I'm not impressed. So the next one is also CoverGirl, and this is the Nature Luxe. And my number is 325 Sandstone. And to me, this is a tinted moisturizer. It's not a liquid silk foundation. It's a tinted moisturizer. It's a light coverage to no coverage. It's real thin. I don't like it. I really think this would be the best for a teenager or somebody who's a lot younger, wants to just get into wearing makeup, only wants a little bit. This is good for that. For an adult person, this is a joke. Alright, and I don't know the best way to apply it is, again, I don't know, because it's just not good enough for me to even bother. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed everything that I talked about today, and I hope the information was enough to just get a short overview of all the foundations that I have. And I hope you try some of them. I especially would recommend the Leo Ellie BB Cream, the Maybelline Super Stay, the Revlon Color Stay, the Rimmel Wake Me Up, and if you can get your hands on it, the Bourjois Mineral Matte Mousse, and the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. The other ones, they're not as good. But, I mean, if you like them, you like them, but I'll pass. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.